Welcome back to another episode of Drop the Mic Cooking. Today we're going to be cooking a Thai curry chicken. So let's get down to the cutting board and let's get this thing started.
All right, before we get on the cutting board, we're going to look at some equipment that you're going to need. You're going to need a pan, a pot, spatula, a cutting knife, your preference, and a zester. And as well as a cutting board, plastic or wood. Alright, so now that we're on the cutting board, let's get everything set up here. Got ourselves some jasmine rice, some coconut milk, some sweet Thai chili, some curry powder, chicken stock. Now we're going to move on to the vegetables. We got one red bell pepper, one cilantro, one lime, and one chili pepper. Now let's get some water in this pot so we can start this rice. Enjoy the slow motion. There's the rice. So beautiful. Can't cook rice without a little bit of salt. Now we'll put that on the stove at high heat, stir it up, and we'll let that come to a boil. Once it does, we'll drop a lid on it and bring it down to a low simmer. Alright, time to cut this bell pepper. Straight from the top. Take that sticker off, pull out the seeds, any excess seeds. Now we're going to dice this up into little square pieces, little bite-sized pieces. Move on to the cilantro with the snap of a finger. Done. Alright, let's dice this up. Now the cilantro was a little bit wilted, won't lie. So it kind of stuck to the blade a little bit, made it a little harder to chop. Good. Moving on to the zester for the lime. We're going to get some lime zest. Just scrape it on the top. Should fall to the bottom. Give it a couple smacks. Get any excess off. Perfect. Looking good. We're going to cut this into 4 separate slices. Alright, now to cut that chili pepper. Now I've never used this chili pepper, nor do I know the heat context of it, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful with it, especially with the seeds. So any excess seeds we're going to try to remove out of this, just to be safe. I don't want to ruin the meal, overheat. Alright, and that's the cutting section. So let's take this over to the oven and we'll get to cooking. Alright, so we're going to take a pan and we're going to put some oil in this to get it hot and heated. We're going to move it around the pan itself. You can notice that as the oil gets hotter, it moves a lot quicker, so that's another way you can tell that your oil is getting pretty up to simmer temperatures. So we're going to put those bell peppers in and start really getting them a good sear. We're going to add some salt and pepper to it. And enjoy the a slow motion. That is what they should start looking like. Very nice. A little char. Smell amazing. So after those have been cooking for about 5 minutes, you're going to want to add the chicken. So I burned off a lot of my oil cooking those bell peppers. So I'm going to add a little bit more oil just to free things up and get everything cooking. Nothing's burning. Just want to make sure you cook every aspect of this chicken. Keep moving it around. Make sure it gets all surfaces. Add a little salt for taste. And that is how it should be looking. Beautiful. Now we're going to start adding this curry powder. Now this is where the heat comes in. So I'm going to add a little bit over half of the curry powder because I do like the heat of curry powder. So add as much as you think you can handle, but do a little at a time. Always adding heat later. Now we're going to add the coconut milk. Now it's starting to really look like a curry. So just evenly maneuver and move that around. So now we're going to add the chili sauce, and the chicken extract. Give that a little bit of a mix. Now we're going to add half the limes that we cut. A little bit of sugar, and then we're going to mix that all around some more. Now while I was adding these ingredients, I was dropping the temperature. I think I'm about medium heat right now, so it doesn't simmer down too much. So we're going to give this a taste. We're going to add a little bit more salt. Remember to always taste your food. That's done. So we're going to move on to the rice. We're going to fluff it with our spatula here. Give it a couple turns. Try it out. We're going to add, as Gordon Ramsay says, a knob of butter. Kind of help loosen that rice up and stop it from sticking on each other. We're going to add some of that lime zest. There we go, mix it all up. And last but not least, we're going to add some of that cilantro. If only we had smell-o-vision. you would be in heaven right now. Alright, so let's get this out on a plate. I'm going to start off with the rice. A real nice portion of rice. And then let's get some of that curry. Now traditionally you would be eating this with naan bread, but I completely spaced getting naan. I mean, or I would. The garlic naan bread, you cannot beat it. It is the best. Cool, that is looking great. Add our 2 limes. And here's some of the peppers. We're gonna put a few on there for sure. Try it out, see how spicy these peppers are, but be careful for sure. Alright, I think it looks good to me. So I'm going to take this on a ride and I'll let you know how it is after the fact. So if you excuse me, I'll be right back. Well, what can I say? This was an amazing curry. I really loved it. It was everything and more. I mean, from the flavors of just a normal curry, it was the right amount of spice, even with those peppers. It really added little hints of flair and heat to it. I could have added some more curry powder, to be honest, to make it just a little bit more spicier, but other than that, all the flavors were there, the rice was there. It was a fantastic meal, and I'd recommend it for anyone who wants to try Thai food for the first time. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like it, then stick around, subscribe, leave a comment for meals that you want me to try to cook or anything around that nature. But until the next episode, I hope you have a great day, and just know that you are special and that there is someone out there who cares about you. See ya.